Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? Coach Mitch coming to you straight from 7074 Harrison Avenue, Suite number 2 at Power Academy. It's 2025, new year, new post. So we're still on the same mission, changing lives in men and women, boys and girls, kids, adults. I wanted to share our first Mat Chat of the year. We were playing a game to reinforce a particular objective. The objective was controlled aggression, how to control your aggression. Started out with the kids seated on the floor back to back, so they weren't facing one another. The objective was for them, as soon as I said go, to turn and face each other, but the parameters were they had to remain on their knees. They couldn't stand up. They had to gain a dominant position, the mount position. So they're wrestling around trying to gain the mount position where one kid is over top the other one, straddles, the other one's on their back. That was the objective. Couldn't stand up, had to stay on their knees. I say go. And, all the kids, they take off, they're trying to wrestle around. And one of the kids stood up, and his partner, she looks at me, she's like, he stood up. And I said to keep going. We always have a primary objective and life lesson that we're trying to learn. For this one, it was how to control your aggression. But there normally seems to be a secondary or even a tertiary objective and life lesson that's learned as well. So after the drill was over, I had him sitting down, legs crossed, back straight. I look over at the young boy, and I explained to him that, hey, I asked him, did you stand up? And he's like, yeah, because, and before he could even, give me a reason or whatever, I stopped him there and said, these were the rules. These were the parameters of the game, and you went outside of them. The life lesson for him was to understand that, and here, there are rules, there are parameters to games, that when you go outside of those parameters and those rules, there's going to be consequences, whether it's a stripe gets taken from your belt, whether you're ineligible to test for the next belt, there are going to be consequences, calisthenics, whatever it might be. In the real world, they're not necessarily rules to a game. They could be laws of society. So I was explaining to him, if you feel that to win, you have to go outside and break a law, break a rule, it can be detrimental to you. You end up prison, dead, or whatever. That was the life lesson for him to learn. For the young girl, her life lesson to learn was life is going to be unfair. It's just the way it is. It's going to be unfair. People are going to cheat to get ahead. You're not always going to have someone to look around at and say, hey, they're cheating, right? That's not going to happen. So I told her, keep going. And in life, you're going to have to keep going. If someone is cheating, life is not going to be fair to you. Life is unfair. And whatever might happen, you're going to have to keep going. You have to persevere through that. So they learn controlling their aggression, and then they also have a life lesson on staying within the parameters of the game, staying within the rules of the game, not breaking laws to get ahead, and when life is unfair, to keep going. So we had that Mat Chat. It was a great one. Afterwards, I'm like, okay, what are we going to do when life is unfair? And they all yelled in unison, keep going. Looking forward to the kids to continue growing, continue learning, continue becoming better young boys, young girls, young men, young women. It's fun. So again, Coach Mitch, out.